What's up, creeps? This is Jason. Of course, this is Rigor Mortis. Riley, as we all know him, a Zombro.
Zombro.
All right, yeah.
Right.
And today we're back at the Mask Morgue, and we're talking about something a little different. All right, something a little different because we're talking about a mask that was done by not a really well-known mask artist, and which is cool because I like showing off, not, once again, it's the art, right? And then, of course, we got our big boys that we always go to, right? Your Mabry's, yeah, your Devil's Workshop and all that stuff. But there's always like some really badass artists out there that surprise the hell out of me constantly, which is freaking awesome. And this is one of them, man. A guy named Woogie Zappers. I don't know a lot about this guy, actually. All I know is he is a tattoo artist out of California, the LA area. Mm-hmm. And not only does he make amazing tattoo work, his sculpts are through the roof. I'm telling you, Woogie, quit tattooing. Start doing more of these, man. So what we're looking at today is something that's near and dear to my heart, and I think to Riley's heart, right?
Is. Yeah.
We're big Misfits fans, but this is my glow-in-the-dark green Crimson Ghost mask, right? And which Woogie does a couple variants of this we'll get to in a minute, but this one really caught my eye. One, I think the green is really dope. Two, I wanted a glow-in-the-dark Misfits mask. So he nailed it in two things, right? This is awesome. But let's back up. Before we get into this mask, let's talk about the Crimson Ghost, all right? Because a lot of people think right off the bat, Misfits, yeah. Right? But it actually was a 1946 film, or like a serial. I guess like show after show or something like that, right?
And they took it.
They stole it.
Yeah, they capitalized on that image.
That's punk rock right there, right? Misfits are like, well, I guess in 46, and it's funny because the Crimson Ghost wasn't a horror film.
Yeah.
People think it was. It was more like
a crime mystery.
A little sci-fi, and it was about this guy, the Crimson Ghost, that was trying to steal some type of machine or something that will deflect atomic energy for atomic bombs. This is 46. This is right after the war, right? So where we just basically nuked, Japan, and so a lot of that that's on everybody's minds and all that stuff. So a lot of atomic age type of stuff came out. So the Crimson Ghost came out. So it wasn't a horror film, but it had one of the most iconic villains I've ever seen. This face, this skull, and he had his little hands with gloves that had like bones. It was pretty cool, man. Mm-hmm. I think they recut this, like I said, 66, 67 to like a 6-part miniseries or something. But no one, I would say 1 out of 5,000 have ever seen this thing. You know what I'm saying? But when they normally see this, they think of what?
Misfits.
The Misfits, which the Misfits stole this. And I'll say they stole it. They pretty much stole it. It wasn't like, hey, we get the rights to use this fucking thing.
No, they just slapped that on everything.
They won it. When's the first time they used this?
77 in Kansas City.
Okay, so they on a poster, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So and then it just took off, and then it became iconic for the Misfits to use it on all their album artwork and all that stuff. So, and this is how most of us feel today, and it's a cool Misfits piece, right?
Yeah.
So. This thing is actually done in a couple versions. He has the bone version, which is like your standard, what you see from the actual movie, The Crimson Ghost. My favorite, believe it or not, this is not my favorite. This was just one, with a fly flying on it.
I know. Dead things in here.
He did a Basil Gogos version, right?
American Psycho.
Yeah, and that's a cool part because the eyes aren't straight. The eyes are to the side. So if you look at the American Psycho Misfits album cover, it has that Basil Gogos. He's holding the thing. He's looking to the side, and he did exactly like that. And it looks really good. And I've seen some really good Basil Gogo paint jobs, and I've seen some really bad ones, right? So I think this one kills, man.
Our friend can do great ones. He also did it on a Trick or Treat Studios Karloff. And
yeah.
It's gnarly that people have tried to replicate these. I know Pete has tried.
Yeah.
I know our friend Mikey Severe.
Yep.
I want to get some of his stuff on the channel, by the way.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's a gnarly paint job to do.
It is, and it's a big risk, but he kills it. He kills it. You guys see, he also does like an orange and a red variant as well. And I think he can do any variant. Obviously, you just hit him up and all that stuff. But he not only does he do, the Crimson Ghost, he does a killer Rat Fink. He does an amazing Frankie. That's my next buy. Woogie, you listen to me right now. I need this thing. Bust me out of Frankie, please. And it's just really cool stuff. So another thing I like about this, let's do this. take the hood off, right? Oh, damn fly flying around here. It's not a half mask. Most people will do half mask. They'll take the the hood, the cow,
Just
or whatever,
glue the front half.
glue it on. But this guy, he's a full mask.
Yeah,
So,
looks great.
which is also cool because if you have, say, the bone variant or any variant of this, you can actually do your own hood on it. It's not glued down. This is something you just kind of put back on. I'm probably going to put on really bad right now, but tuck it up in here underneath the mask and go from there. So really cool. I'm kind of glad he did that because I may change it. I may put a different, thicker hood. I may go crazy on this because this is getting put into my little shelf of my favorite masks ever. So yeah, pretty cool stuff, man. The thickness of it is nice and thick,
Yeah,
man.
It's a nice pull.
Yeah, really
no
good.
bubbles, none of that. So
Yeah, really good. The paint job's awesome, and just the sculpt itself is just freaking rad, man. And this goes back, like I said, these are tattoo artists, man, who they don't do this full time, but when they do it, they kill. Like another guy is called Chris Vandenkamp, who his witches. Fuck, I fall in love with these things, man. They're amazing. So, really cool stuff, and this is what I like. Who knows what other tattoo artists out there are just doing stuff like this, man.
Yeah.
It's I'd like to know, but this is cool because once again, Woogie's a little lesser known in the mask world. I hope he continues to drive on and keep making masks because you got the talent, brother. You got it, man. You're freaking awesome, and I want to show you guys out there here in the Mask Morgue. Go buy his shit. Go buy his stuff, man. And that's how, if you want to inspire an artist and get him to keep moving and keep building, you keep buying his stuff, man. He has like if you go to, I think his IG, I'll put it down here, is Woogie Zappers. It's on Instagram. And that goes right to his Etsy page, in which you can see, if you don't see what we've been talking about today on the Etsy page, shoot him a message.
Yeah.
He'll do it.
He'll respond.
Yeah, and he'll make it happen, man. Because and then Woogie, while you're out there making stuff for other people, don't forget the Frankie. I want it. so guys, there you guys go. Another variant of the Crimson Ghost, full head. Wata! Which I'll just wear this from here on out today here at the store. And
Pain.
yes, I'm the Pope of Pain. And there we go. There we go. Thank you. We got our Zombro going too. And there you go. That's it, guys. Woogie's Tatty Zappers. Go follow him on IG. Go pick you up a Crimson Ghost, glow in the dark, or any other version. And on that, we will close the Mask Morgue doors.